Hi, this is Rick Rogers from Doomsday Tank Models. Got to do something a little different today. No hobbies. Want to honor all the dads out there for Happy Father's Day, and to premiere my dad, a living legend on my mind. I'm going to be highlighting his military service, although that is just one part of why he's such a great dad to me and someone I highly respect. And have all my years, even my rebellious teenage ones that were so disgusting. Anyway, he served in the Army for over 20 years. He flew helicopters in Vietnam. 2 tours. Second tour was cut short. I won't get into that. He fought in the Ia Drang Valley battles. That is premiered by Mel Gibson's movie We Were Young and Soldiers Once. It's worth a watch. And my dad was involved in that battle. Flew in the troops for the battle. Came back. Flew in more troops. Replacement troops. Supplies. Took out the wounded on each flight. And the ones who fell, who made the ultimate sacrifice because of the needs of battle, were taken out after all that was accomplished. He's proud of his military service. He's willing to talk about it, no problems. And even the stories I've heard more than once, I never let him know that I've heard it, because I'm in such awe of his accomplishments. And I don't think he thinks of that. I think he thinks of it as that it was his job. In fact, he's told me that. It was just his job. He doesn't see himself as a hero or anything like that. So I'm just going to do a short video. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers and to my dad. I love you, Dad. This is a little corner of my hobby room that I honor my dad. This helicopter, the Huey, is what my dad flew in Vietnam. He had a model of it for a lot of years and knew that I admired it, and he gave it to me, I believe, last year. He was in the 1st Cav Major in Vietnam, his first tour, and participated in the Ia Drang Valley conflict. Mel Gibson highlighted this battle, and We Were Young and Soldiers Once. And it just one of the many battles my dad was in. Brought in the troops, brought in the supplies. I can't remember, to tell you the truth, if this was the battle he was shot down. In one of the battles he was in, he was shot down, was flown out by another helicopter back to base, grabbed another helicopter, went back into battle. His co-pilot was so shook up he couldn't fly the rest of the day. But my dad was the commander, had responsibilities. So this is the area that I honor him. And I'm going to show you one more. These are all the medals my dad was awarded for his military service. The first medal you see, the top left, is a Silver Star. I believe it's the 3rd highest medal our country gives. And I believe he was given that quite a few years later regarding his participation in the Ia Drang Valley battle. And I can't say enough about my dad's courage and commitment to his country and what he did for all of us, and I thank him. This is my dad years later. This is at West Point. A 2-star general is the one that gave my dad, pinned it on his chest, the Silver Star. That's what I'm saying, years later. He was recognized. Originally for this battle, he was given the Distinguished Flying Cross. One of the people in his battalion had lobbied Senator Dianne Feinstein of California to upgrade my dad's medal. And I gotta say, he was conflicted because he was really proud of that Distinguished Flying Cross and didn't want to give it up. But the Silver Star called and beckoned, and he was awarded quite handsomely and rightly. This is what I want. My parents asked us what we wanted out of the will. We were asked to look around the house and state what we wanted. And most of us have 2 sisters and a brother, wanted mementos. And this, I believe my dad was the second lieutenant here. Young man, just starting out after OCS, a little cigarette in his hand. One of my favorite pictures of him, and I had to have it, and he gave it to me, I believe, last year. And I proudly hang it in our hallway as we come upstairs. I'm glad to have it here. And I will continue to come over here and just admire my dad and his accomplishments. And this is my brother, my 2 sisters with my mom and dad. My children, my parents' grandchildren, all together. And with boyfriends and husband out on a day, and my wife Shelley. And a day out in Capitola. My dad in the cockpit of one of his helicopters. Overview of the pilot's view going into the Drang Valley. So I hope you enjoyed that. Happy Father's Day to my dad, Richard Rogers. I really hope he has a good day. I know I will. And I hope all you fathers out there have a wonderful day. Those of my family, amongst our friends, and my audience here. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye.